It's umomgtarot, and this is your someone's secretly talking about you tarot card reading. Let's have at it with the astrology reading cards. We're going to identify who, and then we'll get into a tarot spread and see what they're talking about. If you like your own personal reading, check out the description. There's a link to my website. And here we go. Your first card is Scorpio. Look at that. Sagittarius, you guys are connected to Scorpio. The energy is intense, masterful, thoughtful, and magnetically charming, but also secretive and possessive. So, Scorpio energy, water-based. This person has very deep, meaningful intentions when they have intentions. They're very protective, possessive, you know all them things about Scorpio. Very seductive as well. It's all in the eyes. The next sign showing up is Capricorn. And the energy around you is serious, materialistic, and hardworking. It bestows shrewdness and a cautious ambition. So already we have somewhat of a like serious-ish, domineering type person, a very protective, and it's like they're the leader. They're the leader of everything. They're the boss. And very organized and very practical person, very logical. So, okay. Then we have Aquarius energy. And the energy is freedom-loving, rebellious, idealistic, and technological. Very individualistic. So again, leadership energy, visionary, planner, productive person, long-term thinker. This person seems to be about their business, and they have a good networking strategy. So that must mean they're really good at communication, saying not too much, not too little. But it's giving boss. It's giving boss energy. So I want to see what in the hey this boss energy is talking about when it comes to you. So you could be dealing with a Scorpio, Capricorn, or an Aquarius, or a combination of this and their big three. But let's have a look at what they're saying about you. I want to know what their intentions are regarding what they're saying about you. So first we have the Two of Wands. Okay, looking out there, and these are looking into the unknown, into the future. Evaluating the future and not being certain. So this boss-like energy for some of you guys is somebody who's questioning the future with you. Interesting. And what they're going to do. Okay, ooh, this is why they're questioning the future. We have the Death card. They're wondering about the cycle. Oh, some of you guys are worried about restructuring their business, and some of you guys are wondering where that places you, and I think this is where the thoughts and feelings begin. The Death card is also associated with Scorpio, so we have a little bit of that bossy energy, control shining through, and also being in charge of a decision that could result in an ending. So I'm wondering for you guys, we have the King of Cups. We see that's good, that's a relief, because the King of Cups will show great empathy and compassion and do what is right, what is just, and be emotionally intelligent about it. So I feel like there's a decision that's being made, and they're weighing, because like, you know, the Two of Wands gives us the duality, yes or no, should I, shouldn't I, you know. We have the Death card, so that's an ending of some sorts, but there's ending with compassion. So I don't know, that should be less of an abrupt ending than like a Tower card or like something very swords like. King of Cups, it's done with compassion. So there's this ending that has happened. Some of you guys have been let go, some of you guys have switched jobs, some of you guys have seen an ending with this. Ooh, or some of you guys are at work and you're thinking like, I should go, shouldn't I? Shouldn't I go? I should go, shouldn't I? And you're dragging it out, but the ending is somewhere in the vicinity. It's acknowledged. Oh, we have a flying card here. Okay, so your flying card is the Four of Cups. This is stagnation. This is boredom. So some of you guys are feeling bored at work. Maybe your boss is noticing. Or maybe your boss is like, oh, you need something else. We need to put you somewhere else in some other department because your performance has been lagging. But I feel like boredom is really the root of this. This person's looking to see what they can, you know, this could be a good thing and it could be a bad thing. It could be somebody being like, oh, I don't know, my hands are tied, I gotta let some people go, but here's a, you know, 2-month severance or whatever, something beneficial, something good, something compassionate. But at the same time, there's some sort of stagnation, and it's like, this is for the best of both of us. I don't know. Uncertain future. Death card. King of Cups. Like, some of y'all don't want to hear it, but some of you guys are like, that's validation. Like, I want to see the end here. But I really like my boss. We have more cups. Nine of Cups. Okay, Nine of Cups. Let's pull these cards because it's like there's some spiritual validation in your decision making. So I'm wondering if now you're the one who's leaving or you're the one who's deciding how things end. We have the Knave of Wands and the Justice card. Justice, here we go. Okay. And finally the Nine of Swords. Alright, so this situation has brought you guys some anxiety. This situation is like you have a boss, you really like your boss, or your boss really likes you. And this Death card is such a huge, it's just the biggest theme here. At the top. And if you know about the Death card, it's just about a matter of perspective. The ending could be the beginning for someone else, or the ending could be something you saw coming, or the ending could be a negative thing, but also for the best. So it's a matter of perspective, and we always have to consider that with the Death card. Like, you can see the ending and be like, oh no, but that's just one perspective of it. There's other angles to this. And I think that some of you guys maybe have been wandering out there aimlessly, or maybe you guys have been complacent. And I think there's an executive decision that's going to be made here, because this trifecta will do what's best. You know, they'll do what's best for the wellness of a company, wellness of the entire situation. If it's more than work, like if it's a family dynamic and they're like, okay, we have to pull the cord. This is for the best. I'm kicking you out. You gotta. If you're not in school, you're working. You know, like you have to do some hard, tough lesson, emotional intelligence type love. But not easy stuff. You have to bring something to an end, and I feel like this person has to end something with you. Now, I hope that it's not something that you guys are gonna fall apart over, or, you know, but I wouldn't look at it like that. I'd look at it like a transition from one thing to the end, wrapping things up. I'm starting anew. Maybe something that I feel like it's not a shocker. It's not a shocker here. It's something you saw coming, but you've been bored, or you've been like holding back. It doesn't necessarily have to be like the connection is over, but maybe an aspect of the connection, like if you work together and you guys are actually friends, or if you guys are dating, or if you're friends with benefits and you're like, no, I want to preserve the friendship, so let's end this arrangement, but not necessarily the whole relationship. We don't have a breakup here. We just have something ending. So Four of Cups, there's boredom, there's stagnation, there's Nine of Cups in reverse, and this is supposed to be validation of what you feel on the inside. I think that it is still validation of what you feel on the inside. Some of you guys have this like doomsday, or feeling like something's off. You don't know what's coming per se, but you feel like something's off with this person. And then I feel like it's coming, like this ending of this disclosure of whatever it is they're about to say to you. So again, we're in a bored state. We're in a bit of a lull in the relationship anyway, or, you know, at work, things were just going, I wasn't as passionate anymore. I wasn't talking as much in meetings. Some sort of bleh type energy comes about, and something that you've been sensing yourself intuitively, you had a feeling, is heading towards you. And the Knave of Wands, this is like the messenger. Knave of Wands is the person that takes the action. There is something that's going to happen. There's somebody that's going to approach you, and they're going to do something that's just, that's fair, that's right, but it will give you anxiety. And again, this is why I feel like it's like those jobs that you first get, and you're not happy. You're going to work, you're complaining every day. You're like, can't get a break here, blah, blah, blah. And then you get laid off, right? And when you get laid off, you're forced to find a job, and you just so happen to find a job that's way better. And it's like, okay, well, was that a blessing? You know? Was that good? That's a good thing, right? Like, life is propelling me forward whether or not I take the cues. And I may be upset about it, but now I'm in a better spot. Things about this change, things about this ending seem to be just. And I think that initially it may give you some anxiety because of the shock, you know? Swords is very cutting, and so whatever this is that's coming to an end, it will feel anxiety inducing, but it will be just, it will be fair. Might even have a Libra in the mix. And I guess like the Knave of Wands, it gives me a person that just takes the action. I feel like with the Aquarius energy, the Capricorn energy, heck, the Scorpio energy, it's like an executive decision. It's like somebody is the one that takes the action, and it's not the king. It's like the supervisor instead of the boss that breaks it to you, or tells you, or lays it out, or takes the action and gives you a thorough explanation of why, and makes you feel, you know, like everything's fair, everything's just. Nine of Swords still left with anxiety, left with some sort of triggering vibe that maybe incepts your dreams. I know when I'm stressed out, it gets into my dreams, but and it may have you overthinking just a bit. But yeah, I still say things may be difficult to go through, especially things that you know or you had a feeling were coming. Now you have a good sense of energy in that regard. Like if you get that feeling again, you know something's about to go down. So that's intel. That's good. But I feel like this is a positive reading, even though we have something coming to an end. It's like if whatever it is you're fearing that I'm saying is coming to an end, I hope it's not that. It's probably that. But it's not like the whole thing and everything falls down. Everything doesn't fall apart and get hectic and chaotic. It's like something that you need to pull the trigger on that. And it may not be something that you want or something that you may have expected right now, but it's something that was supposed to happen and something that you intuitively know that it was supposed to happen. Like we should end this. Just stay tuned for the good tides that come, because I feel like it's clearing the way. It feels just, so it's not something that's negative. It's something that's balancing, something that'll bring balance to your life, right? Even in spite of how it makes you feel initially, right? So that is your reading. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment, share the video, and if you'd like your own personal reading, check out the description. There is a link to my website, as well as a link to my Etsy shop. And yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.